guys, and welcome back to another look through the world of Mike Mignola's Hellboy universe, where we're going to be driving a bit deeper past the surface and delving into the more obscure aspects of the comics. Today we're taking a look at a prominent BPRD antagonist and his entire race of slaves, the King of Fear. So to really understand this guy's motivations, we have to get a good understanding of where this guy came from and what exactly he's after. And basically to do this, we have to go back to how his race of people came to be. Meaning we have to go back to the time before humanity, to the time of the Hyperboreans. So remember a long while ago when I talked about the creation of the right hand of doom? Well, if not, that's okay because it was a good bit ago, so here's a quick refresher. When the world was created, there were these spirits known as Watchers, God's greatest guardians of Earth. And one of these Watchers was able to take some of God's power and create the great demon known as the Ogdru Jihad. The great beast birthed forward 300 spawn, and the Watchers did battle and imprisoned these creatures, along with Anum, the creator of the Ogdru Jihad, being killed and his right hand being preserved, while all the other Watchers were smited by God, allowing the lesser beings of the earth to finally grow into their own civilization, becoming the Hyperboreans. So these guys made a bunch of cities, but the one we need to focus on is Gorinium, because this is where the right hand of Anum found itself, under the protection of the great King Thoth and his people, whom lived in splendor for thousands of years, until they were visited by the dark goddess Hecate. Obtaining knowledge of the time before, Hecate shared it with the citizens of Gorinium, and it tore the city apart, creating two different sects of people with different desires for how to use this newfound knowledge. One sect, deeming itself the Right Hand, wanted to preserve the old ways of their empire before Hecate tore it apart, and sought to worship and protect the sanctity of the right hand of Anum, while the left hand wanted to use their knowledge as the goddess Hecate had instructed them to, for their own benefit and place of power. The left hand made their way deep into the bowels of the earth, where they created their very own race of slaves, having this new race build great and powerful machines of war with which they could one day use to take the surface and claim ultimate power for themselves, and take it away from the new encroaching civilization of humanity. Unfortunately, their hubris brought their downfall, as the slaves rebelled against their masters and slew them all, leaving a new ruler to attempt to create a working society within the slave race, the King of Fear. Adopting his master's claim to the earth, the King of Fear waited years in order to find a power source that could awaken the mechanical war machines his people built, finally having his wish granted with the arrival of Liz Sherman, who was attempting to control the fire within her at a monastery in the Ural Mountains. Stealing her, the King of Fear had his people place Liz into a great generator, attempting to use the power of her pyrokinesis to bring their great war machines to life, but he was ultimately stopped by the BPRD, who stole the fire from these great machines and sent them, along with the King of Fear and his people, deeper into the earth and farther from the surface. He did eventually return, but only as a partner to the current Black Flame, Landis Pope, who only sought to use the King's machine and generator as a means of harnessing the Ogdru Hem's powers into his army of frog creatures, and was eventually killed by Pope when he discovered that the Black Flame had no intention of helping his people retake the surface, his last bid for freedom crushed under his might. But that's gonna wrap this up. Thank you all for watching, and we'll be sure to catch you all next time. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and subscribe for more as they come out. Give us a like on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter if you haven't already. And if you'd like to show your support and help us grow, consider donating to our Patreon page, where every dollar goes towards helping us to make higher quality content for you, the viewer. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you all next time.